Hey, before this video gets started, I'd like to ask you to do me a favor. If you find yourself watching this video, and obviously you have because you can hear this, if you decide for whatever reason to nope out of this video before it finishes, and I mean like well before it finishes, like before the halfway mark or at any point, like you decide like to leave before it's done, do me this favor and leave a comment down below explaining exactly why you're leaving. If it's my voice, if it's the audio, like the audio quality, if it's the co-host voice, if the video is just boring, doesn't matter what it is. Like even if it's like, well, I suddenly had to poop and I had to leave. Like doesn't matter what it is, just tell me what it is down below because I'm trying to boost audience retention. And I feel the only way to really do that is by having the audience tell me what's making them lose retention. So enjoy the show. Episode 90 of Marvel's The Avengers for PlayStation 4. PlayStation 4.
Better games get half as many.
Bird games half as many. What?
Better games get half as many.
Ah,
Episodes, that is.
I understood. Well, I mean, to be fair, only 20 more levels and we'll be able to do the thing. You won't be able to go, but, you know, I'll be able to do it. Choo blah blah choo blah. Actually, no. Oh, fuck. No. Shit. The thing is, you'd be able to do it if you had another character who was at least level 140. The problem is, you're playing as Kate right now. So the levels that could be going into... While we're here, be sure to go to the vendors.
I always do.
Because there might not be anything for Kate, but there might be something for your other characters. Because I've gotten stuff to drop at 140 for characters who had not gotten to 140 yet. Choo blah blah, choo blah blah, choo blah. I don't care nothing about it. So, the United States government openly admitted to the existence of UFOs. Is this true?
Is it true?
Yeah. Like, that's what the internet's been buzzing about this for, like, the past 2 weeks. And the more important thing is, like, everybody's like, yeah, the government told us UFOs were real, and really nobody even cares. I would like to point out real quick that people are saying that the United States government admitted to the existence of aliens. They did. They admitted to the existence of UFOs. Smart. Theoretically speaking,
okay,
anything you can't say what it was.
Whatever she
Was
said
a
through
UFO.
time is yes.
If I smacked you in the head, if I threw a dildo past your head, and all you saw was a purple blur, yes, it's a purple dildo. All you saw was a purple blur. It was a UFO. I don't know what the fuck it was. It's not until you identify.
The closest that we got to, like, them confirming that the aliens actually existed in words was they said something about they found vessels, like unidentified vessels that were piloted by not human beings, which doesn't mean much. It could mean they found a fucking flying object that was controlled by a cow. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's still something from Earth. I'm being like jokey about it, but like it could be literally anything. It could be a monkey. It could be a dog. They didn't even have to pilot it. They could have just been inside of it.
Yeah, by all means. Like they don't, because ultimately what they're saying is, I don't know where it came from. Like we don't know where it came from.
And something not human was inside of it.
Yeah. So by all means, I could have built it, shoved a dog in it, and they'd have just been like, hey, fuck is this? That's effectively what's happening. Choo blah blah, choo blah blah, choo blah. I don't get.
Because essentially that's all it is. It's like a person going, what the hell is that?
Oh, don't worry, I'm just taking notes.
There, you've seen a UFO.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's what you wanted.
That's effectively what it is. Now, I want you all to understand something very important. This is a bad idea. What I'm currently doing is a bad idea, only because I haven't gone to my other characters and like swapped out what their current gear is. So for all I know, like I'm like yeah, like the gear. It said the gear that I had, the gear available at the vendor was better than the gear than the character was currently equipped with. But I'm not current. I don't know what they currently have equipped, and I keep buying new stuff. I hate that the fucking.
Oh, they actually have that tiny little tank in here.
What's the tiny? Oh yeah.
Like they have it in a fucking
It's
fish
in the.
tank.
It's in a cube. It's in a cuboid. Cuba Luba. Like so, here's what I'm gonna end up doing is in between episodes. What I have to do is go to the character thing. I'm gonna show y'all real quick. 'Cause I want y'all to know like what the whole idea of this series is to show you what this game would be like if you were playing it at home. So what I have to do now is let's say we're gonna go to Hulk. Go select Hulk, and you wait for it to load. And then you come here, and then you update what he currently has available. And then you exit out, and then you select Iron Man. And you wait for it to load. 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 You wait for it. And you do the same thing with Iron Man. And sometimes you go up, sometimes you don't. Chew blah blah, chew blah blah, chew blah. I don't care nothing about it.
You win some, you lose some.
But you live. I had a dream the other night. And it was based around the movie Friday. And it's important. I want to tell y'all this dream. What happened in the dream was that I saw parts of the movie from just effectively a different perspective. And what I mean by that is, in the dream, Craig and Smokey were like, instead of on Craig's porch, as the movie plays normally, they were at the end of their block in a truck. And they were just watching the street. That was it. They were just, like, I don't know how to word this in a way that it doesn't sound insane. But effectively, that's all it was. So instead of doing this off camera, I decided to do it on camera because I was talking. But that's what they were doing. They were just, they were in a truck at the end of the street. Like, imagine like most streets have like a cross, like there's a cross section. So instead of them just being on Homeboy's porch, they were down at the end of the block and they were just kind of watching the street from the end, like almost like a cop on patrol. Just keeping their eye on the neighborhood. That was it. And I thought to myself how weird of a movie concept that is. But then I realized that's just the movie, just from a different angle. What are we doing?
Another mission apparently.
We have to do the private eye mission. Another private eye hired to pry in my business. Die, bitches, bastards, brats, pets. This puppy's lucky I didn't blast its ass yet. And if I ever gave a fuck, I'd shave my nuts, suck my dick in between my legs, and cluck. You motherfucking chickens ain't brave enough to say the stuff I say, so just tape it shut. Shit, half the shit I say, I just make it up to make you mad. Kiss my white naked ass. And if it's not a rapper that I make it as, I'm gonna be a fucking rapist in a Jason mask. Because I'm a criminal. Every time I run around, you're thinking the ground, I don't know what on my mind. Yeah. I gotta be a word and bleed the bird and be good. I don't think we know it. We're doing it on brutal again. Because I don't know if you remember that last mission was on brutal mode.
I did not.
So at the very least, hopefully it'll give you gear. I don't know like if it's gonna drop solid gear for you, but I'm hoping that it does drop like decent gear, like it drops gear in general. Well, it did. You came up pretty good because you was at 1. Like I think you were like 6 last time, so you went up like what 12?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I keep seeing people with the animated like character cards. I don't know where y'all get those. I hate all of you. Every single last one of you. Make me angry in the mouth. You make my mouth mad. This is currently episode 90 of Avengers. Episode 90. What y'all don't know is there's effectively one.
What are the chances you can actually build this time bridge?
25
now, I thought it was
exact.
impossible, but
25
seems to have cracked somehow.
unuploaded videos on my hard drive
Quietly. We don't want AIM interrupting
of
us
this
while we're
series
pilfering their files.
because that's
Into the
how
cold
far
below.
ahead I am. Because the game, it asked me to do things that I didn't expect to need to do. I didn't expect to play it as much as I did. I blame Mark. I'm not happy about it. It's not like I want everybody to know this ain't one of those, man, I'm glad you talked me into playing this. I like it so much. No, this is more like I really wish you hadn't asked me to play this because the addictive nature of who I am is making me play this when I have absolutely nothing else to do. I could be watching TV. I have played this game
Can you find us a target?
that I don't really like
Intercepting AIM communications.
Patrol Delta got lost
every
in a snow squall.
single day
Waiting for them to regroup.
for 2.5
Head
months.
back.
Hurry up. Dr. Rappaccini wants extra security in the data center.
I cannot stress you enough. I don't remember, like, episode 29, if I'm not mistaken, was the last episode of the Avengers
Ducks.
thing.
Perfect. Shall we?
That was when me and Mark last recorded an episode together. Episode 29. And then he didn't come back into the mix until episode 87.
87.
So all those episodes in between, that's how much effort I was putting into playing this game. Because what I wanted, and I got what I wanted. What I wanted was
Numbers are small.
to
This will be a cakewalk.
when it came time to start these new operations, I wanted to be leveled up enough to where these objectives wouldn't be hard. And I
Which I
completed it.
mean,
Yeah,
that it's been completed. It's not hard.
Out of it. Yeah, sorry.
like it's relatively easy.
Thinking about what we saw.
We're breezing through most of it.
When working with AIM.
Like even I'm like walking him through most. Like I'm carrying him through a good chunk of it.
None of this makes sense. One patrol on ice.
There's a question mark over
it?
here.
As we're
Let's go get it. Let's go get it
I hear
together.
ya.
It's right here.
I'm freezing my butt off.
Let me get this
These
shit.
guys look pretty low level. Let's find our commanding officer. Let's keep moving.
Nope.
There it is. Two around the back and one on the side. There you go. So who did you say you was playing as? Like who's the character you were working on the most?
Right now, Bucky.
I cannot wait for you to need to do his heroic mission change.
Well, that's what I'm doing.
How far have you gotten into it?
The last thing I started working on, I think I needed to kill drones.
Oh, so you already did. Wait.
I did the riot bots.
Oh, how was that? How did you like? How was that for you? Tell me. Tell me the
It was
word.
not fun. No, it was very not fun.
You know why it wasn't fun?
Why is that?
'Cause you didn't ask me how to do it.
How's our target doing, Jarvis?
I want you to know that like that part,
Dial on number 4 and 5.
that sucks for
We'll
everybody.
leave without him.
Like I had to look up how to do that,
Then the boss kill us all.
and a lot of people were struggling to find riot bots.
Hey, Mason.
And you know what the funny is? Because like at this point, like that episode's gone up. I've showed people how to like where to farm riot bots. What the game does not tell you is that there are 3 different types of riot bots. There's
But they specifically, the only ones I found were the ones that had the riot shield sort of thing.
that's a riot bot.
Yeah.
There's the stiletto riot bot,
which has 2 swords, and then there's the Vapor Riot bots, which vanish. They don't want the stilettos, and they don't want the vapors. They want the base level Riot bots. More importantly, anytime the game is like, hey, we need you to defeat a certain like type of enemy X number of times, you cannot go into the custom harm room and just load those enemies in and get those kills in, which I feel you should be able to do.
Guess I do, but
Like, I feel like that should be, the game should let me do that.
I mean, because you're killing them. It doesn't matter if they're like man-made or not.
Yeah, it should not matter. But there, for those watching, if you're watching this, but somehow you
Oh my
skipped that
God.
episode, there's are you down?
Yeah.
Where
I'm
are
also in
you?
a very hard to reach place.
Where?
Someone got me.
Okay, because I couldn't find you. You're up above me.
I was in a tower.
You're above me. I don't know how you get up there. There's a chest up there.
Yeah, you have to go up the middle parts,
Yeah, I know
like
that.
all the way up.
I don't know what that means. All the way up. Okay.
Like I think there's 2 or 3 floors to go up.
in Russia, Black Widow steps on you. Bite!
Ah, there we go. If I was smart, I would have just kept looking around. But I didn't. 'Cause I'm dumb. But yeah, for those, if you somehow got to this video before you got to the other, like the my how-to stiletto riot bots thing, or the riot bots thing, it's the forest vault. Load up the forest vault and just there's a specific place you have to get to. There is there's another chest in the distance. Let's go.
Ooh.
You're on your way to it. You're at it already. He didn't tell me we were leaving. Well, you can't get white people you give them an ounce and they'll take a pound, boy. Give them an ounce, they'll take a pound. I'm gone. Did you see that?
I watched you do that, yeah. I'm going.
I really didn't think she was gonna come back up.
Oh god.
Also, like, I haven't come across this a lot in the game, but on the off chance that you end up with a whole lot of resources for something, try to use them up, because like the game says like, oh, it's going into the vault because like you have like too many as is. That's not true. It's not going anywhere where you can use them again in the future. Because like resource modules, yeah, unless they cost a lot, like way more than I thought they should, that I'm aware that they do. So like every time I get a resource module, what happens is we're going this
Oh, we were
way.
actually supposed to be up there.
Yeah, apparently. God damn it.
My... Oh.
Well, I mean, you know, que sera, sera. What's Sarah what? What did I say? Was it like right around from the and then we're gonna have to get down from here. Oh my god.
How's your
And then,
Yeah.
direction doing, Jarvis?
and then go back to where we
Ahead of you
were.
lies a forest. Go through it, and you'll
It's
reach
the
AIM's
best.
data center.
I wonder how much they're
It was
hiding.
the
Thor,
He
you,
wants to stay in the public's
okay.
good graces. Anything
I fell.
remotely controversial gets put
Where are we
out of the
going?
way.
I think time travel
That way.
qualifies. Those blueprints have
And
to.
there he is. Way out in the distance. Find the AIM data center.
Oh, there's another question mark out here in the distance.
So does this thing have a name, or is it just... Enemy down.
Oh my
It
eyes
is bugging out.
are the best around. Oh, that's an enemy. Oh, I know this place.
Party for me?
I'd like to play as almost any other character. Because her heroics just aren't as good.
I mean, her in general, like, I don't like the range characters in general. Like, they just don't feel as fun to play.
Well, technically speaking, every character is ranged except, like, yeah, every character has a range.
They has a ranged attack, but like their primary like attack is like. I mean, I know that they have like melee attacks. It's just like the character is based around being.
There you go. Yeah, their character trait is that they don't do hand-to-hand combat. Yeah, I mean, by all means, like I don't know about your Kate, but mine. Yeah, no, yeah, mine's like melee is stronger than her range. Like you can check like in the on your character card. Like,
yeah, mine's range is way higher.
oh wait, I'm bugging. That might have been because it just updated. My range is up, but really, my melee is 678, and my range is 687.
My melee is 150, my defense is 200, and my range is like
Ooh, I love a
260.
Oh my defense is like 1,000 something.
Hey, we
It's
are
mad high.
incredibly
It's mad high,
okay?
biatch.
All business.
But also I haven't reached
Derive
like 140 yet,
satisfaction
so
from hitting bad
I gotta
people.
wait to do
Taking all their stuff.
What's up with Lizzo? Has she apologized to people
Still
yet?
at the bowl. Almost.
Not that I've seen.
I decided to take it upon my butt
the terminal quick. We
to
don't
go
want any
figure out
walking
what
those
exactly
credentials.
she did.
Yeah, it'd be a real shame if we made those agents.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Would it though?
She, the women who are like saying that she assaulted them, I disagree. I don't think she assaulted you. The things that happened with Lizzo, it seemed what really went down was like, one thing she's being accused of is basically being like too Christian. And apparently she has a tendency to spew her, like, which the wording on this alone is like problematic. But to push her Christian rhetoric on people, whether they want to hear it or not. Now here's why I find this very interesting. People are complaining about the fact that like, well, we're not really Christian, and she talks about us being Christian. So when she invited you to go to the strip club, you had no problem with that. You're just a fucking heathen is what it is. Because that's what happened. She invited people to a strip club. And at the club, the performers were like basically giant, like they were human Nerf guns. You feel me?
Uh-huh.
And they were well, hell, we already got funky. Let's get funky. The women performing at the club were shooting dildos out of their
Find some
vagina,
time bridge blueprints.
which sounds like a great watch. If I'm being honest. Lizzo, whose real name is Elizabeth Zoington, tried to convince some of her background dancers to catch the flying dildos in their mouths.
What do you
With
think
their
Mom
mouth-
is using this time bridge for?
I don't know. She mentioned
Which apparently they were not
years
as
of
interested in.
scientific progress.
And the whole like
accelerating
one of the I'm assuming
Passing it back
one
and
of the
forth through
performers
time.
had used a banana
what that keeps
as
me up at
a
night.
marital aid,
And how
and
is
she tried to
Clint's
convince one of them
involved?
to eat it.
Should
Now,
keep
here's
secrets
the
like
deal.
that close.
As far as like the
Okay.
fat shaming
We grab what we
goes,
can, then wipe their
apparently what was going on was Lizzo's,
Agreed.
most of her
Let us
background
know when you're
dancers,
ready.
most of the people who work on stage with Lizzo as she performs are fat bitches.
All right.
And Mark,
then.
you know how I feel
Find the
about fat
control
bitches.
hub. Jarvis should be
I
able to
love fat
access
bitches.
AIM's network and search for the plans.
So you're like, ugh, why they gotta be
They're not
bitches though?
behind a
Because I don't know them.
firewall, but
And I don't
there
want
are
to run the risk of
records an
giving.
X element.
I don't want to run the risk of being polite to somebody
Some
who's an
mystery
asshole.
project we shut down in one of Monica's labs. We still don't know what it actually is. Oh, good. That's fun.
What an idiotic thing to say.
Numbers are small. This will be a
So apparently, like Lizzo had like whenever she, I guess the only way to word it is if Lizzo started a diet or started working on her weight, she would try to convince other like her performers of the same. Like you need to change the way you eat, you need to like hit the gym or whatever. Because the way it was worded, the way it read to me was effectively Lizzo would be like, I'm gonna go to the gym. Hey, you wanna come with me? And then and like one of them would be like, nah, I don't wanna go to the gym. And I think Lizzo looked at it like, look, if I'm taking my big ass to the gym and I invite you to go, motherfucker, let's go to the gym. Let's go work out. Come on. And I'll be real with y'all. Lizzo is very pretty in the face. Like I think she has a very pretty face. And she is Lizzo, in my opinion, in my humble, useless ass YouTuber that nobody watches ass opinion. Lizzo is exactly what fat women look like. Like you want to believe that they look like Takara. You want to believe that they got fat, big old, pillowy titties or a massive ass, and you know you want to believe that they look like an ice cream cone with a twig stuck on top of it. No, Lizzo is what fat women look like. If you have no desire to put your dick in a fat girl, don't talk to her.
Wait, were you talking to me or to them?
I personally, cause like, and like I ain't gonna front, like it is what it is. Like you people want to say, well, Lizzo's like unhealthy because she's fat. Probably, but why are you worried about it? Like the whole like you should want them to be around longer. I don't give a fuck about Lizzo that much. Like the only thing Lizzo can do for me is get naked and do porn. If she ain't doing that, I don't give a fuck. Her music is for Lizzo makes music for bitches who ain't doing shit with their lives but want to feel good about it. I don't give a fuck about her music. I don't know if it's good or bad. I know it ain't for me. It's like, hey, I ain't trying to make you listen to horrorcore. I really ain't. But like, if that's what happened, I feel like that's what happened the way they worded it. Because the thing was, everything I looked up, everybody wanted to cover it. Everybody wanted to cover this. Because it was what it was. She was a very popular black woman. She had made a lot of money. I mean, a lot of money. The opportunity to take her down was something that no one could walk away from. Like making her like vilifying Lizzo was something people had to do. It was an option. Whoa. And like for that, I feel like, you know, y'all can eat shit and die. Because effectively, like, I feel like, whoa, Ellen DeGeneres is out here doing the same shit. And y'all didn't cancel Ellen for real. Like people made us think about it and then that's it. Like her show was still on TV. Like y'all think, well, we got Ellen canceled. No, COVID canceled Ellen. People just wasn't watching it. Like, but if I'm not mistaken, that shit is still on TV. Anyway, and if it's not, then who cares? I don't. But yeah, the idea like, oh, she was fat shaming me. It was like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I need you to look around and acknowledge the fact that Lizzo hired you because you were fat.
We got what we needed. Let's get out of here.
And when I tell you Lizzo be out there working, Mark, look at me.
Mm-hmm.
Lizzo is more athletic than either of us. She has better. I'm a rapper, and she has better breath control than me. Like I don't know how far you can walk. You probably can walk a decent amount. I can't walk. I'm not like a let's go to the mall and just walk around. Nope. I ain't built for that. I'm built for sitting at the house and you laying on top of me. That's what I'm built for. Out here in these streets. That's what I'm built for. Now, do we have to go to like the
Monica's machine.
I want to remind you, Mark, that was brutal mode.
Last I heard, Shield had the remaining stockpile.
We'll check
It
in
was
with Commander
brutal.
Hill. Maybe she can help us out.
Thanks.
Talk to Maria Hill in the substation.
I'll get things started.
That was
here.
brutal.
There we go. Okay. I found an aux cord that I hadn't used in a long time, and like it's kind of janky, so I'm determined to use this until it fucking like breaks for real. So every now and again I gotta like retwist the plug in the headphones to get audio back. But listen, baby girl, if you out there, I just want to know that you make terrible music for terrible people, and that's okay. When I say terrible music, I don't mean it's bad. Like, you're a very talented person. It's just that your music doesn't really bring anything to the table. Like I have a tendency to listen to music for people. I have a tendency to listen to music made for people who are sad, and I have a tendency to listen to music made for people who are angry. Like, I do. I listen to music made for people who are just ready to, like, fight the world, because I'm an angsty teen on the inside. Like, at my core, what I am is an emo white girl. When I say girl, I mean like 16. In my core, in my heart of hearts, that's who I am. In my enlarged heart of hearts, what I am is just an angsty 16-year-old white girl. With that being said, if you get the chance to listen, if you're out there looking for new music, try Mackenzie Nicole's either The Edge or the other album, Mystic. Either The Edge or Mystic. I'm telling you right now, there are two very different sounding albums. One is a pop R&B style album. The other is more akin to Fleetwood Mac. But they are both breakup albums. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Like, all of those, which is why I've had those albums on repeat for the past, like, month. Like, I put them all together in one playlist, and I just listen to them, like, on repeat from time to time. Like, like at night before I go to bed, because all the songs are sad. And, like, some of them are upbeat, but, like, they're breakup albums, and they're so fucking good. And I would love for her to make a third album, but I don't know. Also, like, Mackenzie, if you're watching this, I fucking love your music, but you have a funny shaped head. It's not a bad thing, it's just my opinion of your head. I'm not saying you're ugly by any stretch of the imagination. You got a funny shaped head. You got a head, like, you have a weird jawline. Like, from the front, that is. Like, from the side, it's totally normal, but your, like, jawline sticks out kind of like wings. It's really weird looking to me. Again, not unattractive, not ugly, not even, like, problematic. Just my opinion of your face that you didn't ask for. Anyway, get out.